Welcome back to the shot clock. After the buzzer, Lakers lose a tough one last night, 108-106. And look, LeBron and AD were the only two that seemed like they wanted to win. 100. Look, LeBron is on his birthday. He's giving us all he got. He gave us 26. AD gave us 30-something. And then the rest of the Lakers were giving us 5, 9, 7, missed 13 shots. That's not going to get it done. And now I'm starting to understand why there's a lot of trade talks, because at the end of the day, LeBron ain't getting no younger, even though he's still playing at a high rate. He needs some help. 100. Who is that help? I don't know. We'll discuss it later. But let's listen in on LeBron James and see how he felt about last night. LeBron James.
I'm sure you felt better in previous birthdays, but on that play, so you see some screenshots, seen the replay a million times. So what were you looking at when you kind of the discussion with the refs there about where your foot was, and how do you just evaluate that play?
What do you mean how? I mean, it's obvious at 3. My foot is behind the line. I mean, you can see the space between my front of my foot and the 3-point line. You can clearly see a white. The wood on the floor is a space in between my front of my foot and the 3-point line. So there's no. Stevie Wonder can see that, champ.
Did Tony Brothers have an explanation on the spot?
Brothers did not. But I didn't talk to Tony Brothers. I talked to the other ref, and they said it was out of their hands. The Secaucus, whatever, over there in the replay center or whatever, somebody over there eating a ham sandwich or somebody made the call.
Now, I had to interrupt the interview right there. Now, let's just keep it 100. A lot of people are saying, like, oh, it doesn't make a difference. It makes a very big difference. If that's a 3-point shot, the Lakers are tied, and they're not out here looking to try to catch up still. Now they're just trying to play defense, make it to OT, or even have the opportunity to win a game. These are big calls that the refs are missing all night. Now, I usually don't talk about the refs, but you can't just say that they're getting it wrong every now and then. No, all the time with the Lakers, there's a problem. They're not making the calls right. And then when they are making the calls right, everybody else starts complaining. And then all of a sudden, we don't get any calls at all. Not cool at all. But let's go ahead and continue to listen in on LeBron James.
How do you handle that? There have been plays, I'm sure, that have not gone your way like that in the past where a game has been decided, but how do you handle that?
5 or 6 of them last year.
What's the way to handle that as a team?
None look stupid when they bring out the last 2-minute report.
What did you see, or what kind of look did you get on the final play of the game? I think your shot was after the buzzer.
Yeah, I thought I had a quick go, but when I turned, Rudy was right there, so try to duck under it. 1.4 is a lot of time, but not as much time as I thought, so I kind of misread that, but I do a better job. I've been in that situation before. I just got to do a better job of knowing the time. I could have caught it and shot it right away, but Ant was playing on the high side, and as soon as I turned, Rudy was right there, so I just got to be better with that, though.
Garvin said he thought there could have been a missed call on that as well, some contact there.
There was, but that was. They're not going to call that at that point.
I don't know what the last 2-minute report is. I'm going to definitely do some research on that, because they were stumped. It was like 100. Now, look, when we look at what was going on in those last seconds, that 1 point something left, yes, that was a foul. And guess what? If it wasn't LeBron James, they would have called that foul. If it wasn't the Lakers, they would have called that foul. And if it was against the Lakers, they definitely would have called that foul. We know that. And that's the hardest part about playing right now with this particular Laker team at this time. We're not getting those calls. And so we got to get these guys to stop worrying about the calls and just play your game. 100. I know it's hard, but that's the only option that we have. You can't argue with these refs, because it's just a waste of time. Let's keep listening on LeBron, man. He has a lot to say. LeBron.
How frustrating is it to have something like that? It all lines up for you. You guys get the stop. You guys were down 7 a minute before. All of a sudden, you have the runway ahead of you. You make the shot.
I mean, it's super frustrating in the sense of what the hell we got replay for. What do we have replay for if even a replay gets it wrong? It's like who's a part of the replay center? Like, we got robots in there that making the Teslas. What's going on? If you don't see that is clear. That is clear. Like, even if the shot is released and my foot is on the line afterwards, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Once the shot is out of my hand, no matter where my foot lands, Which from when I shot the ball, and it's clear, everyone can see it. So it doesn't make sense. And that's a tie game, and we're fighting for our asses, playing the number one team in the West right now. And, that's frustrating.
Last question.
How do you feel about the new starting lineup? I know it's just the third game you guys have played together, but have you seen the team adjust?
Every game is an adjustment for us. We're all trying to figure this out, man. I know we 33 games now, 17, 16, I think. 33 games in, and we still just trying to, we're still trying to figure out lineups and rotations and, who to have on the floor at certain moments. In the fourth quarter, we had 4 or 5 lineups. Trying to win the game. So, I don't think it's ever about who starts. I think it's about who finishes and how you finish the game. I really don't put too much into starting lineups. You just try to figure out a way how you can always complement each other. I don't think we have enough sample size to really dictate where we should be. I think our first game was the OKC game, I believe. So probably like 4 or 5 games of a small sample size of what our starting lineup can be. Actually, it's not even that many because Rui started the last game.
The unfortunate reality of this season is what he said right there. They're 30-some-odd games in, and they're still trying to find out the rotations. They're still trying to find out what they have. What do you want them to do? What do you want? We should fire Darvin Ham. And Darvin Ham is not out there missing shots, not 13 in a row. Darvin Ham is not the one out there not moving out the ball. Darvin Ham is not the one out there doing the do. You see what I'm saying? So changing him does nothing. And then who's available? Please tell me in the comments who's available that can be able to handle what's going on in LA, because it's not going to stop. This is going to be the same thing that's going to go on because it's LA. We don't play. We're here to win. We're not here to be playing games and being mediocre. And that's the shot clock. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to After the Buzzer. The Lakers continue their road trip tonight. We'll see if they can get a W. And until the next one, keep it 100.